Prologue. Crisis in Ferdiad. Upon his return to Garreg Mach, the humble Tomas shapeshifts and flees, and not even the Knights of Ceras's most concerted efforts can track down the erstwhile librarian. Dmitri elects to keep an eye on events from afar and not involve himself in the disturbance. Soon, however, an urgent message arrives from Ferdiad, capital of the Kingdom of Faerghus.
Well, that was certainly an unexpected conclusion to the whole Tomas saga. Thanks to his shapeshifting ability, he slipped free of the Knights and escaped.
I'm assuming anybody watching this played Three Houses or watched somebody play Three Houses. I don't think they actually showed Tomas in Three Houses. He was just, like whoever he was.
Shape-shifting.
Yes, that's what I said. Also, I know what you want to say next. His powers are just like the ones you gave me.
His powers are just like the ones you gave me. Are you in league with him, Arval? Where do these powers come from?
If I am in league with him, no one has informed me. All I have is you, my dear partner in destiny. Still, I saw what you saw. Clearly, we don't have a monopoly on shapeshifting.
Now that everyone knows about Tomas, some of them must have connected the dots back to me. At least they've had the grace to keep it to themselves.
It's because they trust you. Hold on, someone's coming.
Ah, there you are.
Something wrong?
No, I simply wanted to check in after the unsettling events of the other day.
Yeah.
I kinda try not to dwell on stuff like that, but I admit I'm having more trouble shrugging this off than usual. It's gonna make my life a lot harder if my powers end up being evil.
Perhaps. And yet... How do I put this? Power is neutral. The good or evil of it comes from the one who wields it. For example, I possess extreme strength, and have always believed this gift was bestowed upon me so that I might protect others. And you used your power to save us, which means it cannot possibly be evil.
I guess he has a good point.
Didn't mean to fish for sympathy there, but... well, thanks.
My apologies if I overstepped.
I've been looking all over for you, Prince Dmitri. Her Grace the Archbishop is asking for you. She requests that you come to the audience chamber immediately. Duke Fraldarius has arrived for a visit.
Rodrigue is here? I'm on my way. Let us continue this discussion later.
Hold on. What did you say?
I've only just heard the news, so I'm a bit hazy on the finer points. But it seems my uncle has seized control of the capital and declared war on House Fraldarius. All signs point to him wanting to stamp the line out entirely.
That's Felix's family, right? They're one of the kingdom's leading houses. What does the royal family gain from eliminating them?
I'd wager it has to do with House Fraldarius supporting my claim to the throne.
The bigger question is why the Grand Duke chose to launch an offensive now of all times.
Whatever the reason, he must have decided to act before His Highness's coronation could take place.
My uncle claims House Fraldarius is attempting to install me as their puppet. As such, he issued a written appeal to the Western Lords to help him rescue me from the Duke's foul clutches, as he puts it.
In what cruel world would our noble house take the reins of a boor like you?
Don't ask me, it's his pretext.
So what exactly is going on in the capital? You said it's been seized.
Oh dear. I do hope nobody there has been met with foul play.
He's in no position to engage such a move until I've been removed from the situation.
I say the Regent should be dealt with. I haven't heard one good thing about his leadership.
I've no intention of becoming a pawn in this game. All the same, I must return to Faerghus at once. Dedue, you will accompany me.
As you wish, Your Highness.
Felix, I'm sure your father will contact you soon. For now, just wait for Rodrigue to weigh in.
Ash?
Sorry, it's just that Lenato used to be in the Grand Duke's service, so...
He is a man of compassion. It's not out of the question he'll be swayed to my uncle's side.
Yeah, because for those that don't know, his uncle is the current king of Faerghus. So...
Truth be told, we're not sure where anyone's allegiances lie at this point.
And Rodrigue, I believe, is Felix's father.
So let's not hasten to conclusions, any of us. We must all keep level heads.
And then Lenato, who Ash mentioned, is his pretty much adoptive father, I believe.
I'm told you are sending the knights to help us, Lady Rhea. I do not wish to sound ungrateful, but are you sure you want to do that?
The Church of Seiros cannot overlook this grievance.
Regrettably, many of our knights were dispatched elsewhere several days ago on another matter. However, while we may lack numbers, we have put together a unit of considerable skill. It will be captained by someone near and dear to you, in fact. Someone well suited to a mission within the kingdom.
Someone near to... Ah, of course. That is encouraging.
Since its very inception, we have watched over the Kingdom of Faerghus as one would their own child. When its peace is threatened, the Church has no choice but to act.
I have not forgotten your outpouring of aid after my father's passing 4 years ago. And I swear to repay that kindness in full.
One other thing, a suggestion, if you will, from the Church.
What is it?
Interesting. So she wants all of us to go with you?
Yes. This time, the Knights of Seiros will be accompanying us, in addition to Professor Yuritsa.
Well, I certainly don't mind. But Annie and Ash, what about you?
You know I'm always behind you. But considering what it means for my uncle, I don't know. House Dominic's lands are surrounded by other houses that are likely to support Rufus's claim. If I join you, it could sour my family's relations with our neighbors.
I'll go. I mean, of course I don't want to get Lenato into any trouble. But I also know he'd want me to do what I think is right.
I'm sorry to place such a difficult decision on your shoulders, Ash. And what of you?
I'm really not sure about this, but I also have nothing to gain by staying here at the Academy. Besides, I want to use my powers to help. After all, the good or evil of a thing comes from the person wielding it. Am I right?
Indeed it does. You have my thanks.
There you go again, throwing yourself headlong into the first conflict you find. No wonder I have to keep stepping in to guide you. Still, we basically have no choice, so run wild, I guess.
I'll inform you of the details soon. Please ensure you're prepared by then.
Here's a good look at all this. Wonder who his adoptive mother is. Temporarily parted ways with the Nets. We'll be in Ferdiad before we know it. Guess I should go see what the others are up to. I'm actually just booting this up, so welcome back to Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. I just have to get back into this. Hopefully I don't spend too much time doing all of this. Try to cheer him up.
Got a sec?
Don't look so glum, Dimitri. Everyone fights with their family at some point in their life. You're a wit like a rapier. You've a wit like a rapier. Perhaps I'd do well to pick up on a bit of that cheer. I had a missive sent to my uncle, but I wager I'll not receive a reply.
I implore you.
Please continue with preparations so we can set out immediately if the fighting starts. Oh, Rodriguez here.
Nice day we're having.
Well now, are you a student at the Officers Academy? I'm Rodrigue, I don't know how to say his name. I don't know how to say his middle name. Darius. The very man at the center of the maelstrom we find ourselves in. You have my apologies for getting you involved in this recent discord. Hey, the name's Shez. I'm working with the Blue Lions, at least for the time being. Then we are well met.
Would it bother you?
Military strength will be essential if we are to take the royal capital, so I would ask your aid in the matter if at all possible. I can't read. I cannot read. Let me talk to Felix and Sylvain over here.
Got a second?
Hey, cheer up, Felix. Your dad's getting worried. I know how unpleasant it feels to have people make weird claims about your family. Don't act as if you have it all figured out. That sort of thing would never bother me.
Meh.
So if that's not what's bothering you, why do you look like you just got punched in the gut? Because a certain someone's indecision is making me sick to my stomach.
Not good.
Look, if you're that concerned about His Highness, you should say something. You should just say something to him. Why should the job of cheering him up fall to me? He doesn't want to cheer up the boar.
Do you have a spare moment?
As a member of House Brenius, the present situation is one I simply cannot leave be. To begin, His Highness Dimitri's succession to the throne was duly agreed upon and acknowledged by the Archbishop herself. After the death of His Majesty, my house and the other lords made preparations with that intent. Yet the Grand Duke would now attempt to overthrow that agreement. I won't let it stand. Mercedes.
Oh, that's right.
Now that I think about it, I heard something when we were leaving Garrick Mach. Evidently, Professor Yuritsa set out for the Imperial capital along with the Black Eagles. And if I'm not mistaken, most of the Knights of Saros have had some sort of business which kept them from joining us on this mission. I'm certain it's not Academy related, but I wonder what Annie and the others are doing. Why did it zoom up on this knight?
Got a minute?
After the death of the previous king, most of the royal knights were apparently taken under the command of Rufus, the Grand Duke of Itha? Some portion escaped the capital and rejoined with us here, but not all. There are evidently still some in Ferdiad who are resisting, and I want nothing more than to help them. I don't have to talk to everybody? Wait, hold on. Oh, Gil. Let me talk to Gilbert. I didn't think he'd be here.
This way.
For those that don't know, Gilbert is Annette's father. I am Gilbert, charged with commanding the Knights of Saros in the coming battle. Should the need arise, I hope you will rely on me. I will not permit any harm to come to the students of the Officers Academy. Tell me reassured. That's good to hear. I can tell you know what to do with the sword. It is perhaps my only saving grace. However, it does not mean every one of the blue lions will be joining us.
Let's see.
Yeah, I guess Annette must have had some reason for not coming along, huh? I suppose so, yes. I'm not really saying the right things to these people.
Well,
Are you sure this is okay, Ash? Lord Leonardo was once a servant of the Grand Duke, after all. Yes, when he learned of the circumstances, he told me to hold on to what I believed was just. I'm trying. I'm trying to maybe sound like Ash, but it's not working and it's messing up my reading. Ask who he is.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm still getting used to all this nobility stuff. Who's this Lord Leonardo guy again? Leonardo is the head of the House Gaspar, and also my adoptive father.
Let's give it a go.
Which is exactly why I'm going to do what I believe in, Ingrid. Don't worry. Maybe you really are suited to be a knight, Ash. Alright, so there's one more person, and that's Dedu and exquisite old letter. Okay. I had a business meeting coming up in Ferdiad, but that's been cancelled. It's hardly the time for that now. I'm sure you remember that the king went to meet with the leaders of Duscur, yes? Well, they were beset by attackers from Duscur on their way there. All were killed, only the young prince made it. Someone marshaled an army and sent soldiers to raise Duscur immediately. In the meantime, Ferdiad is all in chaos without a king. Duscur really made a mistake here. They're all going to be punished for the actions of a few extremists. Still, considering what they did, maybe they deserve it. I suppose that means we can no longer trade with Duscur. Shame. There's gold to be mined near, Gwenzerhart? I can't pronounce that. And their blacksmiths are exceptional. No matter what, don't do anything until I return. A merchant's letter sent from Ferdiad. So, Dedu is from Duscur. And, it's like he serves under Dimitri, but it's like people still look down on him because he's from Duscur, and it's like even though like his people didn't, even though like only a few people from Duscur did what they did, it affected all of them. And the dude has to deal with all of that. And he kind of has that hatred in him, but he learns to get along with everybody. And he's a pretty good character. I loathe the Grand Duke. He tried to harm His Highness on countless occasions. His Highness's first campaign was suppressing the rebellion in the West. That too was a plot of the Grand Duke. Only because of House Fraldarius did His Highness emerge unscathed. Assassination attempts continued unceasingly in the palace afterward as well, and given what happened with King Lambert and Duscur, His Highness must be aware of the man's ill intent. Alright, I better get some rest before the fighting kicks off. I must speak with Dimitri. I kind of want to talk to all these other people, but it's like I'll probably do that another time. And if those conversations don't really wield too much, I can always cut those out.
You have my thanks.
I see you have spoken with everyone. The consideration is much appreciated. We shall depart the moment everything is ready. Pete, please be sure to rest until then. Rest and prepare for battle? Yes, please.
The Duke has stamped out most of the troops who invaded Fraldarius. As things stand, a clash on royal soil and eventually within the capital is inevitable.
Who is this dude?
As you are the only blood kin I have, my lord, I pray we might find a way to resolve this conflict peacefully. He sings of conciliation, but I know a threat when I read it.
Oh, is this his uncle?
Shouldn't you take better care of a letter from your dear nephew, my lord?
Ah.
He's not expecting a reply. The creature means to slay me.
Your fear of Prince Dimitri runs deeper than I thought. You shouldn't have missed your chance 4 years ago in Dusker, or 2 years ago during the suppression of the rebellion. That's twice you failed to kill him.
I've learned my lesson. A lion's cub is still a lion, and one cannot slay a lion with a clumsy scheme. It's those monstrous eyes, Cornelia. They terrify me.
He's talking about Dimitri?
The boy is a vicious animal, yet he attempts to feign actual grief that we can't find common ground.
Okay, yeah, he is.
The aberrance of it shakes me to my core.
I understand completely.
Every night since I killed my brother, I dream a lion is ripping out my throat.
You'll run yourself ragged if you live your days in fear of revenge. You were meant to rule Faerghus, and you have the power to make it so. Your royal army is the finest in the realm, and if I may be so bold, you also have me. Put your worries to rest, my king. Sleep deeply and without fear.
I believe in Three Houses, and pretty much here, she kind of coerced him to do all of this.
I'm so utterly tired. Tired of being afraid. Tired of what I've become. All of it.
I see. And how much longer until Tullus gives the word?
I know only that something is amiss in the Imperial capital.
Look at that face in that portrait.
Curse it all! I am not waiting 1,000 years for that doddering old fool to act. Rally the Western lords and their troops, and be quick about it. Have them make ready to intercept that whelp.
She cray.
As you command, Cleobulus.
Okay.
According to our scouts, the enemy has positioned their troops on the capital streets.
So they can use the townsfolk as shields when we take the fight to them. With vulgar tactics.
Well, now that we know their strategy, our next move will be critical. A victory stained with the people's blood achieves nothing. We'll need to move our forces swiftly, but with caution. Dedu, has there been a reply from my uncle?
Nothing of yet.
I thought not.
Your Highness, will you truly be able to strike Rufus down when the time comes?
I will do what is required of me.
Preparations are complete, Your Highness.
The people are waiting for you, Dimitri. Let's not keep them any longer.
Yeah, I saw her hair clipping into her face.
No, we'd best not.
You're our commander, but you look like you're heading for a funeral. Could you maybe try not being so insufferable?
Apologies for my demeanor. I've more than a few things on my mind. But very well. Let's begin our final war, Council.
You look pale. Not keen on fighting your own blood?
Sadly, I saw this fight coming long ago.
Then what's the problem?
Now that I've brought the fight to the streets of the capital, I wonder if my actions are right. Most of the people here favor keeping the royal line of succession. That's because my father and the kings before him maintained peace inside these walls. But ever since my uncle seized power, the people have been forced to endure his licentious reign. Did you know they asked me to assume the throne before my time at the academy? They said only a true king could undo Rufus's misrule.
So why didn't you?
because it would have divided the kingdom, just as it's doing now. Yet had I supported my uncle's claim, it would have been open rebellion. And the only way to prevent such a rebellion is to invade the capital and kill the regent. In other words, I cannot restore my grandfather's peace without first breaking it.
In that case, there's no reason to hesitate. You know fighting is the only answer here. You just have to accept it.
My apologies. I have a bad habit of agonizing over such things. And as all of you have come this far to help me, the least I can do is make an attempt at optimism.
Dang. This is a big map. Gotta defeat Rufus. Alright, let's see. Before starting a battle, you can adjust which units to deploy. Units placed within the dark blue grid will be available to control and give orders to. Units placed in light blue will only be available to give orders to. Highlight a unit is set to see their advantage against the enemies that will appear on the battlefield. You can check by weapon type and extra effectiveness. Choose units that will have an advantage against the enemies you will be facing. Okay, so... oh dang, okay, let's see. So, with times like these, I usually take my time doing this, and then pretty much get back with you when I'm done, and then I start it up. Alright, so I kind of looked around in the menus. I'll have to do that a whole lot more, because there's just so much to look at. I changed some of the weapons. So Shez has the Venom Edge, so I can poison guys now. So I'll probably end up... I'll have to order them as soon as I start. But I think I'm going to send Felix and Sylvain up the middle. I'll send these four up the middle. Hopefully Felix gets there first. I'm gonna send Dedu and Dimitri to the left here. Ash and I will take the right. We'll see what happens, because I'm using 8 people. I'm gonna try to maybe pair Dedu and Dimitri. So let's go ahead and get into this fight.
As we feared, the soldiers are using the townsfolk as shields.
I'm going.
What
Oops.
coward?
Breather.
Oops.
Our first priority is to secure the people's safety. My uncle. Wait. You'll start by eliminating guards on the capital perimeter. Commence the attack.
So these are strongholds on the outskirts of Berdiad. Alright, let's see. They're all here already.
We will proceed as we must strive to perform to the...
Let's begin. Allow me to help.
There we go.
Hear you loud and clear. I'll make short work of this.
I'll do what I can. We march on me.
Not really sure what I can do here.
Begin the operation. All troops, march!
Shall we?
Nah, I'll have her.
I'll
I'll have her card. Let's see. And
Do my
then.
best. I'll back them up.
All right. Let's do
This
this.
will go faster if we split into 2 groups.
They're coming. Shore up the defenses. Let us crush their defenses.
Oh, getting poisoned. When poisoned, you will take damage over a set period of time. Also, your strength and magic will be reduced. Oops.
turn. Leave this to me. Almost broke a sweat. Next. Let's do this.
All right.
Perimeter is secure. Things should be easier now that we know our backs are safe. Open the gates and seize the town, but ensure no harm comes to the people.
All right. Oh. Defeat the Grand Duchy army in the castle town. Let's see. Shez up there.
I'll do my best.
I think he's already guarding.
Back them up.
Well, actually, hold on. Yeah. Other. Hold on.
I'll do my best.
That other sign.
Ferdiad is large. We should divide and
Take a breather.
conquer.
Hey, aren't the front gates still closed off? We should probably open them up so we can get reinforcements in here, yeah?
I'll keep
A
you
fine
safe.
idea. And if things go awry, we might need another way out.
Seize the stronghold and open the main gate to the castle town. Okay.
Well, he's a valiant one. Clearly that apple did not fall far from the tree.
To think they would involve innocent people. We must end this battle as soon as we can.
Let's take the stronghold.
Took him out. I wish I knew all the controls. Cause can I switch to Ash?
I shall take the lead.
Now's our chance. Attack.
Okay.
Allow me.
Oh.
I got this.
Oh, what's this?
Fling open the
Okay.
gates. Sorry, Your Highness. Stole your thunder.
Okay. There we go.
I must keep aiming higher. You're all right. Some nights we should have never let it come to this. Do not blame yourselves. It's not over. However, if you seek to make amends, lend me your strength and help me reclaim the capital.
Is this really the best the officers of Aether can offer? Disappointing. Out of the way!
Take a breather.
This moment.
I do this for His Highness. Out of the way!
Got all of them. And it's like, the map's so freaking huge.
My turn.
There you go. Ooh. Alrighty. Alright, so let's see. Okay, everybody's over here. Everyone is here. Anyway, let's see. Let me zoom out. Good. This map is huge.
We must strive to perform to the best of our...
Begin the operation.
That's great. It's great, Dimitri.
Our orders are clear.
I think we're good now. Oh, what's his? Oh, yeah, that.
I'll do what I must.
Okay. Okay, so I can't get in there. I arrived at the target destination. I am the target destination. Alright, so let's switch to the... Fire magic and burning status. Yeah, fire magic. Burning status. Take damage from time. Yeah.
Forgive me, my lord. I see our enemy is somewhat competent. Deal with this, Viscount Kleiman.
Allow me.
Worry not, Cornelius. We will save Prince Dimitri from that vile puppeteer who controls him.
Defeat Viscount Kleiman and their allies. Okay. Where is... Okay. How did I get over here already? I'll get to them when I get to them.
We need to take care of those soldiers before we're boxed in. I suggest we again divide our soldiers to deal with the multiple threats, Your Highness.
Alright, let's see. So... It's like, maybe I could send Sylvain over there.
I'll make short work of this.
That'll be all. Oh.
Stand back now.
Seize this moment. I defy you.
Oh dang, Dudu. There we go. Yeah, the level up.
I think I've grown.
It's a crappy level up, but he leveled up. He needs the charisma.
This is just sad. Can we please hurry and get this battle over with? Please, Your Highness, you must see reason. We are only doing our duty.
Take him into custody. I have a lot of questions for him.
At once, Your Highness.
A lot of similar moves from Fire Emblem Warriors, the original. Okay,
Leave this to me.
oh god.
I'll show you what I can do.
Gotta keep aiming higher.
Should've leveled up.
Thank the goddess we were able to keep the people out of harm's way.
Oh, let's see what his is.
The town should be safe for the time being. Let's press on to the castle.
How do we breach the castle with the drawbridges up?
These people are hopelessly outnumbered. Unleash our units from the strongholds and crush them all.
This could be our chance. There are controls by the castle gates that lower the drawbridges. You can do so from within the strongholds.
Use the controls in the castle to lower the drawbridges. Alright, let's see. So let's get...
Not a problem. I've got this.
Hear you loud and clear. I'll make short work of this.
I'll try to get Sylvain, like, up there. So I don't know where anybody else is. Let's see. Yeah, they're all up here. Goodness. I'll go up top and, well, actually, I have to... I'm gonna have to go back down anyway. Yeah, I'm a...
Your Highness, the troops that escaped the castle have taken up position in the surrounding strongholds.
That won't do. We must retake them at once and ensure the town is safe for good.
These all the strongholds in the castle town.
You're here to rescue us. Give us the honor of joining you in battle.
Reinforcements! Oh.
I can still fight.
This stronghold will fall.
I mean, to do slow, but that's to be... That's to... That is... like, inevitable. Okay, Alright, let's see. Ingrid's in there. And that one, okay, he's still doing that. So...
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
Yeah, you do that.
This moment! This area is secure. Not a moment too soon, it seems. I've awaited
Back
this
over.
moment.
I'm gonna have Dimitri.
Proceed as planned.
Let's have Dimitri go up there.
To perform to the best of our ability.
And then...
Begin the operation. Our orders are...
Alright.
Take a breather.
Okay.
Now's our chance. Attack!
I'm gonna go down here.
Let us take this stronghold.
I'll cover you.
I'll do what I must.
Oh, did I catch it yet? Yes, I did. Okay. Go. Hear them. It's like I want to level up Ash. That's why I'm using him for a lot of this. Felix is in trouble. Don't worry, Ash is here. There we go. One hit and he levels up. Ooh. Yes, you are. Where is other change, and then go up here. Okay.
Begin the operation. I have your back.
That's the last of the strongholds. We should be much quieter around here from now on.
I'm gonna send Ash to. I'm gonna send Ash to open the chest, but also it's unassigned.
Thanks.
My turn? Not a problem. I've got this.
I shall take the lead.
Allow me. Let's begin. Come with me.
And we'll see.
Take a breather.
Seize this moment.
Yeah, what's Sylvain?
Hear
Oops.
you loud and clear. I'll make short work. Out of the way!
My turn.
Alright, so Ash.
Do my best. I'm a little nervous about this.
It's just fine. Oh,
My turn.
oh yeah, let's see, where's Felix in
Do what
the...
I can. It's worth a shot.
Begin the operation.
Do you know
And then,
Shall we? Let's give it a shot.
goodness, we are taking them out.
And of course, the main entrance is blocked. We need to find another way in. Seize this moment.
Shall we? I'll provide assistance, shall we? Let's give it
Oh, let's go ahead and do this. Sending sword beams and such. Dang.
well done. Now to lower the drawbridge. Thank you for the help. I should be okay now.
Good. Now. Here you I'll make sure. Oh, if we lower the other drawbridge, we'll be able to attack the enemy from both sides.
I clearly underestimated the royal will. Time for someone to put him in his place.
Let's get that bridge down. Where are the controls?
Sylvan's got this.
Do it. Now that we have access to both the east and west bridges, it's time to...
Let's begin. I will be your
breach the capital, corner the traitors, and strike them down.
Cordelia Arnhem.
My, this is your lucky day. I've decided that you deserve my personal attention.
About to get whooped.
Ah, fate. You truly are whimsical. Will today mark my death or his? Either way, this farce will finally come to a close.
Defeat Rufus and Cornelia.
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
Hear you loud and clear. I'll make short work of this.
Shall we?
I need you to heal.
Let's give it a shot.
I'll do what I can.
You know what? Send everybody. Send nearly everybody to Cornelia. And let's see.
I'm going.
I don't know what those guys are doing. Let's see.
Shameful.
We will proceed as planned. We must strive to perform.
Oh, why the long faces? Does our hospitality displease you so?
Don't stand in my way.
Another level up.
I've grown.
That's fine. He got defense. Something he needs. Let me see what this does. Holy crud. Freaking spun in the air? Goodness. Alright, so...
Let's begin.
Centitude there. And then...
My turn.
What's Ash doing? Okay, oh.
I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous about...
I'll do it. My turn.
Okay, good. She got to him.
It's come to this at last. Well, country, if you want my head, then come claim it. I intend to, Uncle. On our pride as knights, we will defend our liege to the last.
Let us... Not a problem.
I'll try to get him there. Where's everybody else? Where's the do?
Let's begin.
Let's get the do in there.
Let's crush their defenses. I've awaited this moment. I had long hoped for a day we might finally see eye to eye.
Foolish child. A man and a monster can never come to
I really like the damage. Like the damage counter.
grant them no mercy.
Alright, so let's get...
I'll back them up. I'll do my... Let's move.
Oh.
I'll do my best.
Let's get Ash in there. And then,
I shall take the lead.
Oh, you poor dears. I've never seen so many deluded
Oh.
fools in one place.
Oh, dang.
Let's take it for ourselves.
My uncle seems determined to not surrender, which means he gives me no other choice.
Ooh, hit them all.
To rule over men.
Ah, he not gonna say anything?
When you're barely human yourself, you're an aberration. Nothing more.
Get him!
Stand down!
What are you waiting for, monster? Kill me. Avenge your father.
Find that man and take him away.
That's more like it. It wouldn't feel like a real fight if I simply tore you limb from limb right up.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Honestly, a lot offensive.
Nervous about this out of the gate.
Don't let up. We can break her.
Okay.
Your Highness, we are moving Rufus to a cell and preparing him for questioning.
Good, thank you. I will join you shortly. Raise your voices with me, friends. You fought hard this day, and now victory is ours.
I'm sorry I didn't get to fight Cordelia. Intermediate seal, cool. That took me a bit. Everybody else did their jobs.
Keep aiming higher.
I just need to be able to use them in these battles.
must keep aiming higher.
I think I'm improving.
Yes, you are.
I think I've grown.
Ugh. That's a horrible level up, man. Hey, Felix leveled up.
We'll see about that.
Gotta remember how this feels.
That's a good level up. It's like if there's defense going up, it's always a good level up. Sucks that Mercedes and Ingrid did not level up. Oh, I'm not sure who the MVP is going to be. Because I tried not to use Shez for most of that. And I felt like I used Dimitri, Ash, and Dedue probably equally. But I tried to use Ash a lot.
A decent effort.
Okay, I agree with that. It's like any chance I get, I'm going to use combat arts, even if it I use it all before I actually get to the boss fight. Okay. Huh. So yeah, they do get experience for I guess their classes, like whatever class they are. But I didn't think it would actually be mastered that quickly. So I'll probably have to change up their classes a lot.
I can't wait to test my newfound strength.
This will help everyone out.
No, this is not my peak.
I could use this.
I think I'm getting the hang of this.
Yes, this makes sense.
Ooh, these are good. These are good. Let's see. Boost aerial attacks, reckless power. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna give that to Ash. Iron Sword +2. Iron Lance +3. It doesn't really have anything special on it. Iron Bow +2. Okay. These are some pretty good weapons. Oh yeah, I do need seals to change classes and junk like that. But it's like I got one from what's his face, and then one from the chest, I suppose. Okay, so I did get that one, and so I have 3. Got a bunch of stuff here. Okay.
Something you feel like saying?
No.
All traitors get put to the sword. It's his duty as king.
Final words?
None for you. But tell me something, boy. Does it trouble you to slay your own kin? What a surprise. I did not think you capable of sympathy, craven monster that you are.
Yes. But either way, I do what I must.
Well, to perish by your hand, it is a fate that I much deserve.
Ooh. That didn't happen in 3 houses.
Which leaves the lords Elidor, Mateus, and Kleiman. We believe they, as well as many powerful Western lords, were accomplices in the assassination of the late king. Along with the Grand Duke, they seem to have received large sums of money and supplies from the Imperial nobility. Thinking this to be recompense for the assassination in Duscar, we investigated the link further. In 1171, the mage Cornelia arranged for a certain powerful Imperial family to come to the kingdom.
That's the year when my step-uncle, Lord Arundel, brought Edelgard here in exile.
Correct. We think Lord Arundel and his followers were behind the matter. They have deep ties to the Imperial household.
As I suspected. You're a clever man, Margrave Gautier. Well done.
Thank you, Your Highness.
If we continue wringing information out of them at this pace, we'll soon have a clear picture of what transpired.
My uncle's attendants must also confess to the slaughter in Duscar. But now that things have come this far, we can't expect the Western Lords to stay silent. We need a way to keep them far from power.
Oh, there are always ways, provided you're willing to keep all your options open.
Yes, I suppose so. Let us speak more of this later. For now, spread word of what you have found to every palace and pub in the land. That should help keep the lords in check.
Is that wise, Your Highness? If we announce that Rufus was involved in the tragedy of Duscar...
Yeah, Rufus.
I will not feed my people half-truths. They deserve to know.
Yeah, basically make his family look bad. Well, the royal family look bad.
I've always admired that candor, Your Highness. Yet such news is sure to create a degree of unrest in the kingdom.
So you suggest we bury the truth? Should it somehow come to light, the people's faith in me will be forever shaken. If the kingdom is ever to part ways with our bloody past, this is the path we must walk.
So what he's saying is, we'd rather say it now to lessen the blow, rather than it being found out years later, and it's like them realizing they hid the truth, so it'll end up being worse.
Fine words, though I doubt they'll appease the people of Duscar. Nor the rest of Faerghus, many of whom will not be so quick to forgive.
Ha! We thought you might say as much, which is why His Highness and I have devised a solution. I will resign the title of Duke and pass it to my heir.
Spare me, Rodrigue. One person with wild ideas is already one too many.
It's not wild at all, Matthias. Someone must bear responsibility for what happened in Duscar. People will naturally seek to point the finger at His Highness, and we need him unsullied if he is to lead. Someone has to get down in the mud and bear the slings and arrows for him. Who better for such a task than me?
Rodrigue will abandon his title and work with Dedue to restore harmony between our people. I'm not asking him to take his life. Rather, he offered to spend it to set things to rights.
In that case, we've only to deal with the issue of the throne. I believe we should move forward with your coronation straight away.
I agree. My time at the Officers' Academy was a valuable experience, but I belong here now. Obviously, Felix won't be able to return either. Have him come to me later, so I can deliver the news and an apology.
I've already had a word and told him what must be done. You've no need to apologize.
Yes, I have. As for you, Gustav, you'll also be staying here in the kingdom.
Yeah, that's Gilbert's actual name. Gustav, but he just goes by Gilbert.
But I abandoned my homeland. There can be no place for me in Faerghus.
I will make a place for you. I need your help. Lady Rhea will understand.
I mean, that's why he abandoned that name as well.
It would be my great honor, Your Highness.
Send word to the church and the lords. Count Galatea will be in charge of contacting the south. Now, there's another topic I'd like to discuss. I wish to reorganize my army. Since I have you all assembled, I'd like to hear your suggestions.
You still working, Dimitri? Have you even slept since the battle?
Never mind that. There's a favor I've been meaning to ask of you. It won't happen right away, but I'm considering the formation of a new private army. I need someone to captain them, and I was hoping it might be you.
And what does the leader of the kingdom need with a private army?
I fear my uncle may have rubbed off on too many of my knights. I'm not saying they're all bad, but it's clear as day that bribery ran rampant. To rectify the matter, I'm looking into a complete reorganization of the army. These next several years will be an age of civil war, and I want to be surrounded with the best and most loyal soldiers I can find.
Well, that does sound interesting. Still, I'm just a regular old grunt. Why put me in charge?
Because this will be an army of commoners, not knights and nobles. A mercenary like you is far more likely to earn their trust than some stuffy noble who's never known a day of hardship. Please, allow me to be clear. This is not an order. If you'd rather return to the academy, you're free to do so.
Are you kidding? I'm in. Thank you, Dimitri.
Having put down Rufus's revolt and ended his uncle's life, Dimitri draws closer to the truth regarding the tragedy of Duscur, and also begins the process of ascending the throne. All the while, the Adrestian Empire deals with a fierce power struggle in its capital, Enbar, while the Leicester Alliance finds themselves pitted against an invading Olmyran horde. Realizing the troubles of Fodlan will fall squarely on her young students' shoulders, Archbishop Rhea closes the Officers' Academy and permits her charges to return home.